नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanidhar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Just like we've started a new series, Autobiography of the Avatar, Nityananda History, like today, August 5th, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, all these past years, on the same day, the available photographs, videographs of the incidents, whatever has happened, the past we are chronicling. I am personally starting a new series. The future, the next year on this day, what will be the Sangha? I'll start. You guys match and publish how it is unfolding and becoming reality. The 5th August 2018, with 5,000 Adinavasis in Bengaluru Adinam campus, as Acharya of Niranjani Pita, and with 700 branches all over the world, Sangha will be. Let it be on record. So now, every day, I'll give the glimpse of what will be the next year on this day. So let's start a new series. Understand, ordinary man's history are written after he lives. An incarnation, script is written first, then it is enacted. That is why it is called Leela. It is called Leela, drama in the universe. Sometimes these fools scream, I think he is acting, Are you a fool? Not only I am acting, I am making this whole universe act. நடிப்பவனும் நாடகம் நடத்துபவனும் நாயகனும் நானே. I do have some more beautiful mystical news to share with all of you, which will be proven in course of time with enough of other evidences, supporting evidences. Today, the moment I saw the Kailasa, I just remembered these few facts from the cosmic archives. See, whenever you see some person, place, you remember about that person and the place and all that from your memory. Whenever I see a person or a place, I remember it from my memory. The moment I saw the Kailasa, first thing, how many of you have not seen the Kailasa there? I'm not talking about the Kailasa here, Kailasa there, physical eyes. Raise your hand. Soon we will have to do something. I will organize. I commit with you guys. I will make arrangements and everything. Either I will physically accompany you guys or may not be, but I will organize the physical darshan of the Kailash. Only thing, if your health doesn't permit, I can't do anything. So prepare your health. Doctors need to certify. Your health need to be sound enough to go there. If your health is okay, I will not deny you for any other reason. We will organize and I will now start working on it. I will start working on it. If your eyes have not seen the Kailas in the physical world, see, when I say Kailas in the physical world, that real Kailasa's reflection is this Kailasa in Tibet. If you have not seen that Kailasa, when you come there, you will not even have your eyes functioning. Understand? So don't miss seeing this Kailasa, it is too important. Only if your eyes see this Kailasa and settle with it, when you come there, for that grandeur, your eyes will be able to even cognize. கையிலை காட்சி காட்டும் பொழுது கண்கூசாதிருப்பதற்கே தன் திரு கையிலை பூமிதனில் காட்டி நமையெல்லாம் உருவாக்கும் இடம் அந்த திருக்கையிலை. Understand? When you actually come to the Kailasa, your eyes should not be frightened, overwhelmed. Your eyes need to be trained. For that only, he made the physical Kailasa here. So your eyes are accustomed, in tune. When you come there, you will not close your eyes. You will not freeze. That is why this Kailasa. So anybody wants the space in the Kailasa, don't miss seeing this Kailasa at least once when you are in the body. It is too important. It is too important. If my health permits, I'll join with you guys, because I have decided to work and came down. Or you can use me to give you the initiation and conduct the spiritual process. If you don't do that, I will do that also, because I cannot leave that. If you do that, then I will do only the initiation part. Then I will have more time and I'll be able to. So finally it boils down to you guys. It is collective responsibility you guys feel. Or still you always feel, I am responsible. In this various mental setup, I'll tell you the cunning criminal mental setup. I am responsible, nobody is supporting me. That nobody is nobody other than you. Whenever you become responsible, Sadashiva himself supports you. You can use me in any level you want, but I have decided to be useful as much as I can, in whatever way I can. This various cunning mental setup. I am taking responsibility, nobody is supporting me. That's the first cunning responsibility. Then next, collapsing. No, I can't do anything, that's all. I am useless. Yes? If you say you are useless, okay, you are a patient. You need treatment. You will no way be useful for the universe, world. then naturally I will have to take the responsibility on my shoulder. Understand? It is simple, black and white. Intense activism, involvement, and deciding to make it happen. Nothing else is useful. Nothing else is required. The stamina, energy in the guts to make it happen. Will, persistence. Do you know in how many places the oppositions I am facing? But I don't think even once, I don't feel cognized even once, nobody is supporting me. I am very clear because I have taken the responsibility. Sadashiva himself is supporting me. He himself is manifesting. He himself is doing everything. Understand? You will have in your inner space 10 choices. One, oh, I am trying every best, nobody is supporting me. One thought current. Loser. Losers don't sacrifice. Losers are the arrogant, abusive fellows. Out of arrogance and abusiveness, no sacrifice will happen. This is another one thought current. The one more thought current. Oh, if I take the responsibility, I am only questioned, I am not supported. You are given everyday food, that is a support. You are given all your basic needs, that is a support. You are given all the survival needs, that is a support. But nobody bothers about all the support available. They think, oh, all my work everyone will do and I will put my name, that is what is called support. So that is what if you are defining and expecting as a support. You will have Bodhaganas taking care of you. All these thought currents will run in you. It is you who need to decide to which thought current you are going to give life. To which thought current you are going to give life. You are an adult. Decide to which thought current you are going to give life. Your life is going to be like that. That's all. To which thought current you are going to give life, your life is going to be like that. That's all. Understand? Somebody decided to have a Ganga Snan and started his journey from Rameswaram. Today he may not have Ganga. He may have only the streams in the roadside to take bath. But only if he does not dilute his vision, goal, at least after 1 year he will reach Ganga and have Ganga Snana. Today you may not be as you really expect you to be or as I really want you to be. You may not be. But only if you keep my vision for you alive and moving towards it, at least in next 1 or 2 years, you will be settled and radiating, manifesting that vision. Understand? Life happens to you when you decide to make it happen. If you are sitting, let things automatically come. Automatically only one thing will come, that is problems. Life happens to people who consciously decide. That is actually a good news. It comes to you only the way consciously you decide. Means what? You develop, you decide, you design. That's such a good relieving news. So I know there will not be any unexpected problems. That's a freedom. Feeling empowered. It is we who decide and design the life. To what you are loyal, that will be your life. To what you are integrated, that will manifest in your life. So the first thing I felt when I saw the Kailasa, everyone should go and see. I'll make sure and I'll take the responsibility that all the Adinavasis get the darshan of the physical Kailasa with your physical eyes. So your consciousness is ready. It's able to handle when you face the real Kailasa, that radiance. Your eyes don't shrink or withdraw, and it's able to handle the radiance. That's first. Second, the real Kailasa of the 11th dimension of the universe, or I can say that beyond the 11th, there is no 12th, it's like a beyond 11th, Dvadashanta. The dimension of the Kailasa as reflected in few places. The hill form reflected on the Kailasa, which is in Tibet. The Kalpataru under which Sadashiva is sitting is reflected on this banyan tree as this banyan tree. That is why Kamika Agama clearly describes southern side of the physical Kailasa. Under the banyan tree, Sadashiva sits. Including Kapila, all the Sabda Rishis were around. Near there is a hill where 7 huge rocks representing Sabda Rishis. On those huge rocks, those Sabda Rishis were living and meditating. Sadashiva revealed the Agama under this banyan tree to all those rishis and Kapila Mahamuni. That Kamika Agama Dhyana Sloka describes this scene, understand. And during the Treta Yuga, I think Dwapara, when Sri Ramachandra came to south, he was living with Sita and Lakshmana during the exile in this Ramanagara. This is where the Kakashura Vata happened. That time, the Swayambhulinga under the banyan tree, now which we have in the name of Nityanandeshwara Sadashiva, this was the Jyotirlinga available in this whole area. So he used to do puja every day here. This was his Ishtalinga, understand? He installed one more linga after killing Kakashuravata. After killing Kakashura, he has to install Shivalinga and do puja to remove the dosha. That Rameshwara is there in Ramanagara, in the temple itself. That is the first Rameshwara. The Rameshwaram in Rameshwaram is second Rameshwara. So the first Rameshwara is this. That was installed by him, but here, this was Swayambhulinga, which was there before. He used to worship this linga every day he will come, offer puja worship, and under this banyan tree, Sadashiva revealed Vedas and Agamas and Upanishads to Sri Ramachandra. Listen, I'll collect enough of botanical and all the other evidences and establish this truth. And I'll do all the carbon dating and establish this truth. I am not just making some random statements. Soon I'll establish this truth. And Sadashiva revealed Veda, Upanishads and Agamas to Sri Rama, Sita and Lakshmana once more under this banyan tree. Then again, after Sri Ramachandra went back to Ayodhya, victory, killing Ravana and winning and going back, Hanuman asked Sri Rama to teach the essence of the science of moksha. Then, with this whole team, Bharata, Shatrughna, Lakshmana, Sita and Hanuman, Sri Ramachandra goes into Nirvikalpa state and comes out under this banyan tree and explains all the 108 Upanishads as he received from Sadashiva and chronicles it. Understand, one of the important dimensions of Sri Ramachandra, he is the first organizer of Vedas. Nobody is talking about this dimension of Sri Ramachandra. Vyasa organizes much later. The first organizer is Sri Ramachandra. It is Sri Rama who talks about all the 108 Upanishads and 4 Vedas, the names of the Vedas and the Upanishads of those Vedas. The whole thing is organized and presented first time in the Vedic literature as the Muktiko Upanishad, 108th Upanishad, that was done by Ramachandra Prabhu to Hanuman. To Hanuman he reveals, you need to know, in Hindu tradition, the Shruti, the original scriptures, Smriti, is remembered. Only till Rama, the recognition and respect of the Shruti, even for Bhagavad Gita, it's only Smriti. It's only the part of Mahabharata, Idihasa, Purana. Only Muktikopanishad is respected and revered and accepted as a Upanishad, part of the Vedas. Understand? Sri Ramachandra is the last compiler of Shrutis. After him, no compilation has been accepted as Shruti, means Shastra. It is all only the Smriti, remembered, not revealed. In Hinduism, 2 types of scriptures: revealed scriptures and remembered scriptures. The revealed scriptures are Shruti, remembered scriptures are Smriti. Understand? The last revealed scripture is Muktikopanishad, that was revealed by Sri Ramachandra Prabhu to Hanuman under this banyan tree. That is why monkeys always live around our banyan tree. Understand? Never disturb those monkeys. They are here for pilgrimage to see where their master Hanuman achieved enlightenment. This place, Devi experienced oneness. Saptarishis, Kapila, all of them were revealed Agamas and they experienced oneness. And Sri Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, they all have been revealed and they experienced oneness. And Hanuman experienced same oneness from Sri Ramachandra Prabhu. It's a pilgrimage center for all their followers. Understand? Just like followers of Shiva, followers of Devi, followers of Kapila come here for pilgrimage, darshan, all the followers of Hanuman, including all the monkeys, all of them come here for darshan. Darshan of this place to see where their Lord Hanuman became enlightened. The Kamika Gama very clearly says, Kailasa Dakshine Shringe Nanascharya Samanvite. On the southern summit of the Mount Kailasa, associated with multifarious wonders, is a seat under the full-grown Vatavriksha, which seat is thickly covered by which is exceedingly wide. The Vatavriksha should be translated as banyan tree. Actually, I will describe this whole scene and carve it. Soon I will authenticate all this information with more evidences, which you can relate with and understand, which your logic is able to cognize. Of course, if you are a disciple, my word is the pramana for you, your cognition, your depth immediately cognizes. If you are yet to be disciple, understand, this is the definition of disciple. If I utter something and your being immediately cognizes it, if your depth immediately cognizes it, you are a disciple. If you say, no, you are saying I understand, but I think I am a waste, I am not able to cognize, then you are a waste only. Who says no? Then no doubt you are absolute waste. And you are not going to get any consolation from me. Consolation is not completion. Completion is for courageous people. Completion is for courageous people. All thought currents runs in front of us. We decide to which thought current we should give life. We decide to which thought current we should give life. Be adult and give life to the thought current which will give life to you. Understand? For anything you give life and that gives life to you is dharma. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha means the statement has two meanings. One, if you protect dharma, dharma will protect you. Dharma is which protects you when you protect it. It is definition of dharma also. It is not only the quality of dharma explained, it is a definition of dharma also. Understand? The word dharmo rakshati rakshitaha means when you protect it, it protects you. And definition of dharma is when you protect, which protects you only is dharma. When you give life to a thought current and that thought current brings life to you, that is dharma. That is the right thought current. If you give life to the negative thought current, that is not going to bring life to you. It's going to kill you, destroy you. If you say, oh, I'm a failure, 10 years I'm here, nothing could be done, and let Swamiji, you don't have to sacrifice your seat and behave like a sacrificer. If you give life to this thought current, it's not going to give life back to you. So it is not dharma. You are giving life to adharma. Any thought current, if you give life to it and it gives life to you, that is dharma. Instead, if you give life to, yes, I may not be completely as Swamiji wants, but surely a lot has happened. I am going to make it happen, keeping Swamiji's vision continuously. I am not going to waste time and energy and life in empowering the wrong thought currents. I am going to empower only the right thought currents, which is going to give life. So when you empower that and that gives life to you is dharma. Understand, losing is not cute. Losing is nothing but lacing. New word, lazying with your life is losing. Taking your life for granted, taking everything given to you by Sadashiva for granted, and waiting for some more things to be given to make it happen is laziness. All compassion, all support will be given to you when you are giving life to the thought currents of dharma. Because my love, my attention is energy, understand? It's pure energy. I should empower you when you are empowering the right things. When you are empowering the wrong things, if I empower you, that's it. That is your destruction. It's like giving boon to Bhasmasura. Sadashiva gave boon to Ravana, gave boon to many people. At least all others lived for quite a long time, only then died. This Bhasmasura, within few seconds of the boon, he destroyed himself. Because he got support for completely wrong thought current. Absolutely wrong thought current. But what can be done? That's what he wanted. Be Bhasmadeva, not Bhasmasura. It is you who need to decide to what thought current you need to give life. And actually that thought current which you choose decides your body and health. Don't think your health chooses your thought current. No, your thought current chooses your health. Body is matter. Thought current is little more living matter, not consciousness, but living matter. Thought current is the salt that decides the taste of your life. What kind of a thought current you choose, that kind of a taste you will have in your life. Don't expect me to support your life negative thought currents, and that will be curse on you. If you entertain dharmic thought currents, even my curse will be blessing on you. Because I can never curse. I can only wake you up. I saw a Facebook posting. Some of our devotee has put a posting. If you say with oppositions and problems You can never survive and grow. I will not believe because I am Nityananda's disciple. It is criticism, opposition. All the atrocities done to us has become a manure and fertilizer for us to grow. I buried all of that and made that into fertilizer and growing. Manure and growing. Powerful passions of Bhumata, not lazy passions, active passions of Bhumata is the power of changing the opposition into manure. Understand? All the criticism, oppositions, attacks, slander, everything you face in your life, face it with the powerful patience of Bhumata. You will convert the whole thing into manure and fertilizer for your growth. You are Nityananda's disciple. Essence of today's satsang: we don't believe criticism, opposition, scandals, attacks, slanders stop us reaching where we want, achieving what we want, because we are Nityananda's disciples. Powerful passions. Passions without losing the integrity towards our authentic identity is what I define as powerful passions, will, persistence. So the hashtag for today is Nityananda Disciples. Share the essence of today's satsang on Facebook with hashtag Nityananda Disciples and tag me. That's it. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Sada Shivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.